Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. We are on Dynasty Scrolls this evening here in Australia. It feels like everything is getting busier and busier, particularly on the channel and in life in general. However, we are, of course, coming back into it now in terms of the videos. Honestly, the event this week kind of, I don't know what to say. It's okay. It's good. We got a limited heroes event. We spent our resources, but it just seems like it's not as exciting as say, like anticlimactic, right? Because last week, of course, we had the Celebrate Festival, and the bad boys, or should I say, bad ladies, were inside, and you kind of be like, now they're limited heroes. Will we get them? Sadly, no. If you have seen any of my previous videos, or if you're on the Discord channel, one above all, our Discord, I did put up there indicating that when the Mythic Heroes do arrive in a limited hero event, it will be at a significantly reduced capacity. Unfortunately, you won't be able to buy 40 additional chances. So it was kind of imperative for you to buy those shards. Those 55 shards are really going to come in handy in order for you to actually make some progress when they do appear. Unfortunately, you only be able to get, like, I think it's 6 a day plus 20, I believe, on the Korean server. I think it might be 30 on another Asian server, so don't quote me, for gold. And so it's about 6k or 9k gold. However, that's kind of low. Considering how powerful they are, it's really kind of low. It's definitely going to be high RNG dependency. The thing is that they do increase the drop rate percentage chances. At least I saw on the Korean server, it was a better drop rate than the global server. However, you've got to remember it really is a pay to win category. Even if you are lucky enough to pull a full copy, um, they're not going to shine until they get past 1 star. The reason being is they don't have any inbuilt accuracy. They, like most other legendary heroes, they just don't hit shit. And I feel like the game does that on purpose. But it is what it is, right? They want you to keep spending. They want you to you know, keep grinding, I guess would be a word as well. But they are fantastic heroes, of course. Oh, fuck, we missed that. They are, of course, fantastic heroes, and everybody's going to be building them. Now, you could do a couple of things. You could potentially save your tickets up so that you could get a guaranteed on the leaderboard when Generation 2 Mythic Heroes come out. But just be mindful that won't probably be for a good 4 to 5 months. A good 4 to 5 months. Just gauging on how they've released the Generation 1 to 5 heroes currently, then the special heroes being the time heroes. I believe we would see a Generation 2 time hero before we saw the Generation 2 special hero or mythic hero, if you want to call them that. Now, of course, if you're new or visiting, you're probably like, what the fuck is this man talking about? Don't worry about it, mate. We got your back. Jump into our Discord. It is cataloged all of our videos in chronological order. Make sure if you're new or visiting or just a lazy OG, you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Let's keep charging our way to 1,000 subscribers. Just fair warning, YouTube has upgraded some of their terms and services. If you are, generally, I hope that they're not doing it for all the videos, but some of these videos are going to start to generate some advertisements. I don't get any revenue from it yet, but YouTube certainly wants to add YouTube policies to everyone. So they're like, suck it up, sunshine. If you want to be on the platform, we are going to change the way we are taxing everyone, and we're going to add some advertisements, the annoying advertisements that, yes, even PB finds annoying. So I'm not personally subjecting you to that yet, but YouTube may. So, you know, be kind. Be kind. You can skip them after 5 seconds. I hope they're the short ones because that would kind of suck. Yeah, in all honesty, our videos go for a long ass time. So I assume they're probably going to try and stick some in there. But yeah, I just wanted to let you all know that that's probably going to be a thing in a couple of months' time. We did get emails from them stating that we don't have a choice, we have no control over that. Anyway, while I'm doing this, what I wanted to probably touch on is a few people are commenting about the free to play aspect of the accounts that we're on, and obviously, it is something that I guess the game doesn't realistically address. At least the advertisements that we're currently getting for the game don't talk about the free to play aspect. You can grind for VIP. So you can technically be a free to play player and still be around VIP 3 and VIP 4. I think they actually increased it, but we're going to check that out in a second. So you can actually do it as a free to play and still get some of the additional stamina purchases each day. However, from what I can see on the Korean server, it does become a little bit of a challenge. Stamina is going to be your choking point, so I probably do need to do an upgraded, I guess, guide on what the fuck I would advise in terms of taking some label progress. So it's under benefit, so I'll just grab my turkeys, my chicken drumsticks, development funds, no, level rush, there we go. So you can still acquire VIP points as you progress. Now, you got to notice that after 120, you're actually getting quite a chunk of VIP, 1,000 VIP per other additional level. Now, it isn't terrible. Like a lot of games that you play will not give you VIP for simply playing the game as a free to play player and leveling them up. If we're going to look at it from a perspective of prestige, if we go all the way back to VIP 0, you're even getting the option to purchase at VIP 0. However, to go up, you don't really need that much. I don't know why it would have just come on, game. VIP 1, there we go. So VIP 1, it's kind of hard for me to say how much you need, but you only need 60 VIP experience. You can see it up the top in the first line. And then, of course, 2 is 300, and then 3 is 1,000, and then 4, I think, is 5,000. 3,000 for 4, and 5,000 for VIP 5. So if you did all the maths and you added that up, and I'm not going to do it, so feel free to do it yourself. But as you grind out those levels, the character levels on your account, you probably could get up to VIP 5 even, essentially as a free to play, quote unquote. But if you're talking about what teams you should do and how you should focus, the Limited Hero Event is probably the best example that I can give for that scenario. You need to essentially save your currency up. So you're going to get 6 a day just by logging in and doing your daily missions. Pick a faction you like, stick to that faction, don't swap the faction. It's kind of after a few weeks of playing, it's pretty hard to swap over, just because you're not going to get as many premium summons to do so. So it is kind of important to check those out. I do have a Four Nations mini guide to all the factions out now. What I would advise, though, for the gentleman that asked about Warlord, if you were going to go into Warlord, as an epic hero, I would recommend trying to run Dong Zhao. Dong Zhao as your main tank. Gong Shang is a column damage specialist. This guy here, Hong Zhang, he's really strong as a stun. He stuns the front row, so I recommend building him. This guy here, Yuji, is going to be one of your main DPS. He attacks everyone. Basically, he attacks everyone. What else does he do? Let me remember. I believe he does a crit resistance debuff as well as a defense debuff, or is it just crit resistance? It's just crit resistance, which is fine because this nation does that a lot. So if you're looking at the 3 or 4 epics that you should build, these are the ones in front of you. So you can take a screenshot if you'd like. Zhao Shi is a legendary. Don't worry about him. He's on the end over here. But if you're going to talk about strategy, then I probably would talk about it from the perspective of an event. Now, you can buy additional pulls every time this arrives. It costs you 12,000 gold to get 40 additional tokens. Um, you're better off saving for a leaderboard. In all honesty, I don't even think that there's much point competing unless you know that you can get on the leaderboard. As you can probably see, a few people here are trying to build out some of their characters. Some of them actually get to 7-star in the story mode, which is again a goal for me. I believe you need around 5 billion power to get to 7-star in the story mode, but we're just going to check that out anyway. We'll definitely confirm that when we cross that bridge. But in terms of this, I would recommend like a lot of these guys. You can tell this guy's a new player. He's waiting, so he's probably either. I don't think he's spending too much. What's his character skin? No, no, he doesn't look like he's spending too much in this game. So a lot of people are probably just going to wait for when the whales don't participate in the limited heroes events. I reckon 1,000 is a good base token for points wise. So if you do 100 of these summons, you will get 1,000 points. You need 600 to rank, and as you can see, the ranking rewards vary depending on where you place. Minimum 600 is probably going to get you between 60 and 30 shards. As you progress, though, in your summoning capabilities, you will increase those numbers out. Is it worth me doing it? I don't know yet. I don't know because Hodge Fuller, this guy here, I kind of don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to take too many of his shards. I understand what he's trying to do. Um, Honestly, I don't need that many. I can probably just wait. I can wait or I can summon it out. Either way, it's not going to impact me too much. But from a strategy of a free to play player, I would recommend saving up a couple of months limited hero tokens. Try to do that 2,000. Try to minimum get that 1,000 so you get on the board. 2,000 is a good base level to get within the top three. Secure those 120 extra shards. Is 120? I think it's like 160. Yeah, 120 to 160, 220, 300. It's very important for you to do that. And when you, of course, do manage to summon them out, then we can probably talk about the heroes of each faction that you should build. Straight off the bat, if you're a warlord build, Lu Bu, no questions asked. There is no equal to him at this point within the warlord faction. Build him. 100% do that for him. Look, honestly, Zashi's probably going to be a pretty solid choice. I have built Zaoshi on. Uh, no, Zhao Yu, sorry, not Zhao Shi. Zhao Shi is not in here. That's Sunshi, damn it. Zhao Yu. Anyway, I built Zhao Yu basically on the Korean server. He's a beast. He has fire DT, which means that targets cannot remove their burns. Um, he has a chance to inflict stun as well. Does this the one where he can't remove the burns? Unremovable burns, yeah. So he's really good for the Wu Nation. I would strongly recommend of building him. Probably, I mean, Lushan's probably an interesting one. Gunning's pretty nice too. He has some stun chance in the front row. He's definitely good for trials as well. But yeah, this guy, he stuns. He's fantastic. He burns everyone. I would probably recommend building him first. Honestly, though, for this nation, I'm not entirely sure. Guan Yu is definitely a beast. I wouldn't. I don't want to just say build everyone that's SP5. The reality is, you're probably just going to build the SP5s. If you're free to play, just focus on the newest hero being the Generation 5. SP5 is not really something that it would be applicable. But anyway, I often try to confuse myself while I do videos. Don't mind me. But anyway, Generation 5, that's this guy here, Guan Yu. He's a beast. He comes out with, I think it's an immunity to stun and silence, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, he has like a golden dragon around him when he procs that. But it's a 60% chance also to gain some additional rage as well. If you wanted to pick like a close section, March Out, he's a fantastic hero. Single target, he is the Generation 1 hero that you can get from your daily wishing as well. Zhu Zidang, I've never really seen anyone run this guy. I've versed him a couple of times. Obviously, he's going to be a part of the team. I don't know. Let me know if he's worth doing it. I feel like he's a support hero, very much like HYY. She's very much the support hero too, with the accuracy bonus. But yeah, in terms of that, hit us up in Discord, ask our Stew Nation Masters. They will let you know. Anthony's up there. He has built a pretty fantastic team in the nation of Shu. Now, in terms of Wei, and we're going to talk about Wei. Realistically, the man of the hour is Sao Sao himself, or Chow Chow, my puppy dog, as I like to call him. He's realistically the bread and butter of this nation. He's got CC ability out his backside. Basically, he can freeze enemies. I'll give you a demonstration. It's easier to show you than to talk. But he has a chance to freeze all 6 of the enemy team for 1 round, meaning they cannot attack, they can't gain rage, and all that other stuff. Actually, I don't know if they can gain rage. That's probably a lie. Probably they can gain rage, but they can't attack and they can't do shit. So he essentially freezes everyone, does additional damage when they're frozen, and reduces their damage as well. But a close second, I would say, would have to be either Dian Wei or Zhan Yu for DPS roles. Dian Wei is a beast in column damage. He does stun as well. Very versatile for the Trial of Champions. I am excited to see what these two can do. Obviously, we're not including the time heroes in this lineup, but that's my 2 cents on the matter. What do you think? Do you agree with PB? What do you recommend as the first legendary heroes to build for each nation? And what strategy has worked for you in the past? Have you done the saving strategy? Not that it's realistically a complicated strategy, but has it worked for you? Would you suggest it to others as well? Let me know in the comment section below. I would absolutely love to hear what other strategies other people are using in this game. We're going to grab the rest of those. Another thing to remember is always, always, always do your missions. I sometimes forget to do my missions. Don't mind me. Always do your missions, grab your wishing stones, and make sure you fully utilize being able to buy these shards. These shards are going to help you be able to build legendary heroes every couple of months. Particularly when you get to the higher levels, it becomes a lot more needy in terms of shards. So, for an example, if I want to upgrade my lovely Dao Chan, where are you? Where are you? Rank up. Always forget. It's 240 shards for me to get it to 6 star, and then it is 300 shards to get her to 7 star. So that's just like that's one character for some perspective. They're pretty much all in the same boat, except for old mate Motochico. But essentially speaking, yeah, it's very, very expensive, and it's very, very worthwhile. Very worthwhile. PP saying very worthwhile. You maximizing that with your wishing stones if you can. Alternatively, you can aim for arms race and celebrate festival. Spend a little bit of gold and resources there if you want to, but there are always better ways to acquire shards, particularly for I just feel like there's better ways these days. Before in global, it was very limited, but now they have expanded the way in which we can get shards. What are these things? Divine weapons. Let's just open these guns up. All right, and I think like this is gold, and we'll keep those chilling in the bag. We really don't need to worry too much about those. But as you can see, we're slowly but surely hoarding some additional things. Um, I mean, it all adds up. It really does all add up, and it's kind of important to stay focused when you're thinking about trying to build some of these things. What are you? What are you? You're the warlord shard. So I need 290. 290. Well, if I don't start, I'll never get there, right? Maybe we should just do 100. All right, fuck it. We'll do 100. We're in the right faction. Always make sure you're in the right faction. Don't do a PB. Um, I did manage to pull a full chest on Way from 50, so I'm hopeful. it would really, it would really, really help me in terms of progress right now to get a full chest. Come on, game. If anyone's curious, it's like a 0.38% chance to get them, and our RNG is actually really bad right now. You should average around 6 legendaries per 10 bomb, and we're not even close to that. Um, wow, wow. Oh, that's a hard pill to swallow there. It's actually 0.18%. I thought it was 3.8%, man. I was giving the game way too much credit. But yeah, the probability drop rates down the bottom, it is pretty atrocious for what it is. And again, that's kind of why I would recommend as a free to play player to save these bad boys up. Maybe even 200 tokens would be a good bet just to make sure you get on the leaderboard. I mean, granted, we're going to get between 90 to 160 by the end of the event. May need to spend a little bit of cashish to get that, but yeah, like I said, kind of wait and see. It's a wait and see approach, wait and see technique. I wouldn't try to waste the tokens. Um, Personally speaking, you kind of want to make sure you get over 600 to get even the 30 shards to try to make this event even remotely worthwhile. Otherwise, it's just a clusterfuck. It is not pleasant at all. And it really is a gamble in its entirety. Let's just grab some of these things out. Is it worth me spending a little bit of cash to get some serpent halberds? Maybe we'll have to think about that. I don't think there's too much in terms of God's blessings. Have I even proc God blessing today? I have not. So let's see if we can proc that. Dalchan, I know I can upgrade you. So let's do this. If anyone's curious, the quickest way to proc God's blessing, go in there, do a blitz, and voila, there it appears every day after reset. So in terms of the packages here, pretty stock standard, 75 for 160 Australian dollars. You get around 100 because of the recharge rebate. So yeah, give or take, it isn't that terrible in terms of value. But like you probably just saw, it really is just you. It's really just gambling. Really is just gambling. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there. There's not really too much else to discuss this time around. Honestly, I'm just waiting and being patient and trying to hoard some gold, anticipating when the next time hero will arrive. I'm gonna keep buying out those shards as well. Slowly make some progress with the artifacts and the relics. Hoard up as many of these fucking ascension stones that I can get. But yeah, I do anticipate being able to do 300 when the next time hero does pop up. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get a couple of solid draws, and maybe we can build them to 4 star. It's all a lot of maybes right now. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this content and you found some of it informative, make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Hit that notification button. We will, of course, be covering anything and everything that does pop up. Thankfully, they haven't killed me yet, which is fantastic. Don't know why I'm still in that city. Is there a city where we're in? Triple City? Alright, I'll be ambitious. I'll be bold. Let's go over there. See if they don't kill us. That'll be that'll be great. Forget about me. Um, yeah, there's really nothing else to do, is there? There's no rebates on. No, it's a quiet day. It is a quiet day on a Monday on the old Dynasty server. All right, well, I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a great evening.